These past few years have been just awful for FPS games. I mean, for the Battlefield franchise, we had Battlefield 5. We're stuck with that game for years, and it was just really bad. It was nothing that we expected, nothing that anybody wanted out of a Battlefield game. And over time, yes, it's kind of a little bit better, but at the end of the day, down to its core, the fundamentals of the game are just very off, especially to EA DICE's standards. And then for the Halo franchise, they had Halo 5, which there are some people out there who do enjoy that game, but the mass majority of the community absolutely despises that game because it branches way too far off to what makes Halo a good game. So mostly, Call of Duty has been reigning supreme on the whole community, and I'm not going to lie, it's been really aggravating because Activision, knowing that they can reign supreme on everybody and nobody can even compete with them, they've done some really messed up stuff, not only to their community, but to their employees as well. They're just disgusting, to be completely honest with you. But this year is turning out to be phenomenal. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. There are so many FPS titles that are finally being released to us that it's just mind-boggling. Just for starters, Battlefield 2042 is coming out for all the Battlefield fans, and it's everything that we could possibly wish for in a Battlefield game. I mean, obviously, we haven't gotten hands-on, so we don't know if it could be a buggy mess or if it's going to play really good, but down to the content of Battlefield 2042, it just looks, my God, it looks phenomenal. Does it not? I mean, it's modern day. They have Battlefield Portal. Just Battlefield Portal alone will keep me interested in the game. Just being able to mess around with cool, unique game modes and stuff like that. That alone will just totally win me over for Battlefield 2042. And then, of course, for the Halo franchise, we have Halo Infinite. And the whole Halo community is falling in love with this game. Apparently, Halo Infinite, I didn't get to play it myself personally. I've signed up for both betas for that and for the game that you're watching right here, XDefiant, which we're going to be talking about just a little bit later. I didn't get into any of them. But from what I'm hearing from all the Halo fans, especially the very hardcore fans, is it's perfect. It brings everything that Halo 5 kind of did well, just the advancements in technology that gaming has gone through, but it keeps to the core feel of what makes Halo, Halo. And obviously that is the most important factor to any game, so it's amazing to hear that Halo's doing well too. But when it comes to other games as well, it's not just Halo and Battlefield. There are multiple other titles out there that are actually exploding and becoming very popular, and hear this out, free to play. I mean, I already talked about this one, but Splitgate, it's a fantastic game across all platforms, console and PC. You can go ahead and play Splitgate. It's pretty much a mix of Halo and Portal. You can actually shoot down portals in a FPS game. It's insane. The plays are nuts. It's kind of competitive because of that, but at the same time, it's very fun. And then here we are with this game right here, XDefiant. Now, I was a little iffy with XDefiant. I'm going to be honest with you. I made a video about this as well already. And in that video, it didn't really win me over. The initial trailer wasn't phenomenal. And as you guys know, the initial trailer is kind of crucial to win people over, especially when it came to Battlefield with Battlefield 5. That initial trailer, disgusting. That already alone pushed away over half of the Battlefield community for that specific game. So the initial trailer is extremely important. And for XDefiant, it didn't win me over. But luckily, for the second time around, they kind of snagged me up. Not completely to the point that I'm won over for this title, but they definitely have me interested. Now, I'm going to go into the details of this brand new gameplay that you guys are watching right here a little bit later, but instead of, everybody screaming, oh, clickbait, he didn't mention it, I'm going to just mention it right now, and then we'll move on to the rest later. This game right here has literally no skill-based matchmaking. The only game that I could possibly imagine that doesn't have skill-based matchmaking in place is more than likely just Battlefield, and even Battlefield has some type of matchmaking service involved. But this game specifically right here has nothing. No matchmaking, at least for the beta. They haven't confirmed anything for the official release, so we don't know what that's going to be like. But at least we get to see as a community what a game is like with no skill-based matchmaking. Everybody always calls us crazy. They say that we're insane for, ranting and bitching about skill-based matchmaking 24/7. Well, here's our chance. We can finally play a game that officially has none. I mean, like I said, you might say other games have no skill-based matchmaking, but they literally all do. It's just a mandatory thing nowadays with, modern-day games. Destiny 2, I think, was the only game that actually removed skill-based matchmaking, and I'm pretty sure it was a positive response from the community, if I remember correctly, but that's just Destiny 2. I don't even play that game. I wouldn't play that game because I didn't really ever play Destiny or anything of that sort, but I would not play that game for PvP. If I were to play Destiny, it's for, you know, what it's actually designed for. So I don't really care if skill-based matchmaking is removed from Destiny, but XDefiant is almost like a Call of Duty clone, with people like Exclusive Ace and Drifter and a bunch of other Call of Duty stats guys working on this game, and you can call them sellouts as much as you want. I know my community does not like a lot of the Call of Duty, you know, content creators, because a lot of people who watch my content don't really care for Call of Duty in general, so anybody, you know, is getting paid by Activision or any support from Activision is a no-no in their book. But at the end of the day, these are stats guys. They know what they're talking about. They have studied Call of Duty. They know the numbers. They know how things work. So it's very handy to have Call of Duty players, people who know the fundamentals of what makes Call of Duty, working on this title right here, which is also being developed by a AAA development studio, the same creators as Rainbow Six Siege. So with that being said, I think I can very confidently say that this game is going to be the perfect fallback for any Call of Duty player. You know, I've suggested a ton of games in the past to you guys to try to get you all to branch out from the torture known as Call of Duty, but a lot of those games are either indie developed games with, you know, pretty big issues and problems that keep people from wanting to purchase them or download them and stuff like that, or they're AAA developed games, but they're very far off from what Call of Duty is all about. You know, games like Halo, Gears of War, Battlefield, even though I personally absolutely love all of those games at the end of the day, for a Call of Duty player to transfer over from a game like that over to Battlefield, for example, is pretty darn hard. A lot of the Call of Duty players enjoy Call of Duty for a specific reason. It's a very specific taste to enjoy that game and being able to play it, you know, constantly, and a lot of these other games, you know, can't give that to them. But XDefiant is, like I just said, it's pretty much a Call of Duty clone, and it's made by a AAA development team, along with a bunch of Call of Duty players, you know, legitimate players, not like, you know, developers that say they play the game. No, these are legitimate players who love Call of Duty, working on this title as well to help polish it off and help Call of Duty players enjoy it too. And on top of that, it's no skill-based matchmaking. I see no faults in why nobody will want to download this game. It's free to play for all platforms, console or PC, along with cross-play, so you can play with all of your buddies. There's literally no reason to not at least give it a shot. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it still hasn't completely won me over, because yes, it might look like Call of Duty, and it looks fast-paced and arcadey, but it still, to me personally, looks a bit clunky. And when a game is clunky, it's really hard for me to get into that title. I like smooth shooters. Halo, and even though people say Halo isn't very smooth, you just have to learn the movement, and it gets extremely fluent. It's nice and good. It's not the fastest-paced movement, but it has a nice momentum to it. Gears of War, being able to wall bounce and slide cover to cover. Battlefield, a nice flow of action, knowing how to rotate the flags at a constant movement. Also, they have certain things like slide canceling and, you know, B-hopping and past titles, so the movement was always pretty solid. But in this game right here, the movement just looks pure clunky. You know, it doesn't look like it has any fluent way of playing it. You know, you can't B-hop, you can't slide around. I guess that's a good thing. For core Call of Duty fans, it's nice to be more grounded. That's what people grew up on when it came to Call of Duty. That's what the OG fans like. But I don't know. I guess as time has gone on and I got a taste of the Modern Warfare engine, even if you don't want to add booty sliding or B-hopping, just the feeling of the game, the smoothness that an engine can give to it, changes everything. It truly does drastically change everything about the game. And if this game is as clunky as it looks, I might not enjoy it. But everything else looks pretty solid. I actually enjoy these special abilities because it seems to be not many lethal abilities in this game. That would be a complete turnoff because I hate lethal abilities. But if the majority of them are just support abilities, in my personal opinion, that's fantastic because it'll just give you an extra advantage to be able to either spot enemies or give your teammates extra defense, but it's not going to really determine the outcome of a gunfight. You know, if you have like a Scythe from BO3 going up against just some guy running around with his KN assault rifle, it's not going to be a pretty fight. It's going to go one direction, and that's only in the direction of the Scythe. So, you know, lethal abilities, they might be fun when you get to use them, but when you burst them, it kills the whole experience. So, thankfully, it doesn't seem like there's many lethal abilities in this game at all. And along with what I just said, it still looks fast-paced and arcadey. I mean, it is kind of weird to see a bunch of modern guns with like a near-futuristic time period. You know, usually when I see games like this that look a little bit more futuristic, because let's be honest here, with all the abilities and, you know, the outfits the characters are wearing and stuff like that, it looks extremely futuristic. But then you're running around with the M16s and MP7s and stuff like that. You know, regular modern-day military weapons. I like that, though. I like modern day weapons. I think those are very cool, even more than futuristic weapons. I understand people do enjoy the future vibes, but in my personal opinion, I think modern day has always been the best. And I love the weaponry that you can get out of a modern or near futuristic type game. So I love the look of that, but it just seems like it doesn't fit too well. It's a little awkward. I don't know. I guess that's something that shouldn't really be complained about, but at the end of the day, it still kind of bugs me, I guess. But I guess at the end of the day, the game still looks phenomenal. Like I said, free to play, no skill-based matchmaking. I'm actually kind of excited to give this game a try. This year truly looks like it's going to be one of the best years we have ever seen. Ever for FPS games. You know, we have been forced to play Call of Duty for ages now, and a lot of people who enjoy Battlefield have been tortured because Battlefield 5 was kind of a flop, and they don't want to really transfer over to any other game, so they have to deal with what they have. And same thing with Halo fans. They're just playing the Halo Master Chief Collection. You know, nobody's really playing Halo 5. They're all just playing a bunch of the classics. Nobody's really enjoying their current franchises. And to see all these fans of their games embracing it in happiness from what they're seeing out of their, most loved franchises makes me happy. It truly does. And to also see different FPS titles come out here, free to play as well, for players to try. And AAA developed too. You know, it's not even like it's an indie developed game. This is a AAA developed game by the creators of Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, what else could you ask for? But guys, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live streams on video games, I do it over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.